Valentine, welcome back to my channel, and I am here with another video today. So today's video is going to be a hair upload, so let's trust the process like I always say and jump right into this install. Just for the sake of length, I'm going to voice over a lot of this video. The really important parts I feel like that matter, I will slow them down and let you watch them at actual speed. But this part I am talking a whole lot, but I'm explaining my breakdown for my locks, because I have locks, so that makes installing wigs a little bit more difficult. But I don't do like flat braids all the way down. I just do 4 plaits, 2 at the top, 2 at the back. So that kind of just explains my breakdown, and that's what I'm going through here in a lot more detail. After I do my 4 plaits, which these plaits are like a week and a half old at this point, so I was gonna wash my hair this night, so I did not redo my plaits or retwist my hair before filming. But all I'm doing here is just going to sew the plaits together in the back so they are not hanging out my wig. I don't have to worry about any locks peeking out, but just really quick, really simple, really easy. I just use a needle and thread, which I use the curved needle from the hair store, and then I use black thread even though my hair isn't all black.
Yeah. The 10,000 building, get your ass an apartment, put you inside a
unless you sew it down. Sometimes I like to tie a knot, but it doesn't have to be too permanent because I'm probably gonna cut this down and wash my hair tonight, so no need. But you secure as much as you need. But this is kind of how the back looks, and this is my secret to installing wigs over locks. It is to break your wig up into 2 separate pieces. So this is like a frontal with a band, and then this is like a U-part wig. So I'm done. I don't put wig caps on like the stocking caps. I'm done with that. I don't need it. All I do is first we can take this, and I'm just gonna put some powder foundation on the inside of that. So I am just going to brush on my Soft Focus Black Radiance powder, which is just any skin tone powder I feel like would work here, but I just add that to wherever I think I might part it, just so if I want to part in a different spot, it will already have a little makeup there and save me a little bit of time. But I just place it on and start to place the edges of the closure where I want it to be, and then I pin that up. The next step is to grab the other half of our wig, our U-part half, and I'm going to slow it down so we can explain how I attach this. So as far as the U-part sections, I tuck them, the corners, because they're like, I don't know why I decided the U-part would be better. I should have cut it, but I didn't. So I just tuck those under. I promise you cannot tell that there are little pieces tucked under the corners, because when it's curly, it doesn't have to be flat. Now if I was installing a different type of hair, we might have to be a little bit more strategic with how we create our back piece of our wig. But I feel like any half wig would work, as long as you match up the closure. But now that we have both pieces on, it's time to sew them down. So I needle threaded. I'm just gonna hold these 2 together with my left hand, and we're gonna start from our left to the right, making sure we go ahead and tuck our pieces under. I mean, you can start to the center if that's easier, but I'm gonna start from the center today just because I want to make sure I cover up the center portion first. That is most important, because we don't want a gap there, because that's not gonna look good when we are trying to style. So we are going to first, I like to create a little knot and pull it through. And you can, I do have like my plaits up here, so you can go into the plaits if you would like, just for a little extra security. depending on how heavy the hair is. But from there, I just go across, and I can't see, so this part doesn't have to be perfect. I feel like, especially if you use a thread that is about the same color of the hair. So yeah, we are just going to go across and making sure we're pulling the wig up and not pulling our closure back. So pulling the half wig up higher instead of pulling our closure or our frontal back, because we want to make sure we keep the hairline where we need it to be. Okay, so we have secured the top to the bottom, which I don't know if you can see it or not, but it should just be some knots like here and there. But we didn't pull it back too far. That is like the only thing that I would say you can mess up about that part, is just you can see your hair poking out here. You need to cut it loose and go back. But we got one more step before we can put away our needle and thread, and that is to do let's take the AirPods out. That is to do behind on the perimeter of our hair. I also need to be watching the time because we have makeup to do today as well. This isn't any type of special or expensive hair. I bought 2 closures from the beauty supply store, in deep wave and deep curly. But basically I just go on the hair aisle, or I pick a human hair closure from behind the counter, which usually is about $60-$70 depending on like what length you want. And then once I pick my closure, I go to the synthetic blend section on the aisle, so not behind the counter, and I pick curly hair that matches the closure that I've picked out. So yeah. And the closure lasts a really long time. The hair, I don't know if I would say that lasts as long, but all we're gonna do now is just take our needle and thread, and we're just going to sew the back into our lock braids that are back here. And of course we have to do our little loop knot, which is pulling that through just like that. Scissors and just cut that thread. Then make sure you put your needle with your thread, because that is how I keep up with it. So now we have a very secure wig. And yeah, so we have to style it now. So what kind of part do we want today? I've been rocking with the middle parts lately. Okay, so these steps are pretty, I don't know, basic for wig installs. I'm just going to start by pushing the hair away from my face so I can glue it down. So I use my hot comb and I'm just pressing the hairs back and away from my face. Now that side is synthetic. Like that closure came with the hair. It's synthetic. I cannot go as hard with the hot comb. But the two on the side, you see me kind of really going in with the hot comb. That side, like right there, I'm being gentle. I'm not staying there long with the hot comb because I don't want to, you know, melt the hair because it is not human hair. But I'm just pushing it away from my hair. The foam lotion brand I'm using, I don't know, it's just a green one. I use a different one every time I do a wig install, so I'm not too pressed on what kind it is. I think it's like some type of olive oil one. I don't know. Not really that important. Use whatever foam lotion floats your boat. But this black can of that Gold Bond, what is it called? this lace spray right here, I love it. Like I haven't went back to Got To Be. It's just 10 out of 10. Then I use my blow dryer to just set it in place. You don't have to do this step, but for me, when I put my band on, I want to know exactly where my wig is. So I use my blow dryer just to kind of get it tacky in that space or get it pressed down. So when I put my band on to melt it down, I know where my wig is. I don't have to wonder if it's sliding, if it's glued down in which spot. No, it's going to be exactly where I put it because I use my blow dryer on the cool setting to go ahead and press it down a little bit. So I am just wiping away any excess. Please wipe that spray away before it dries because I promise it is hard to get away without like an alcohol wipe or something. But now I'm going to go in with my band, and my band is looking a little crusty, but it's because I've been using it every single day to install this wig, or every other day to install this wig. But I'm just going to put the band down. I like to rub it for good look, you know, hype it up, like please, I need you to stay down all day, every day. Okay, so now while our band is sitting there helping melt our lace, we're just going to try to style the rest of the hair. So we're going to start by blending it. I had to turn around to my mirror because I was using my little monitor, my little phone, to just kind of see what was going on, and that's not going to help. So I needed to just really see my part really quick just to make sure I actually put it in the center, because I'm good at that. I'm good at not putting things in the center of my head. But once we get our part in the center, we're going to just start molding it down, using a little bit of foam lotion and using our hot comb as needed. I just put that in, and if I can touch it, it's not hot enough yet. So while we're waiting on that to heat up, I'm gonna start my makeup. I'm gonna at least start putting on my primer and stuff. So BRB. Also while we're waiting on this to set, that way we can finish styling. But I think we're starting to see where we're going with this. We just gotta do our curls. We are back. I did my brows. This also should have been long enough to remove my band. And bam, it looks great. I gotta keep up with this. So we can also try to make that a little more defined. I gotta trust the process. So now we are just going to do my curls. About one, and I'm just gonna come back when I've done all of these, and then we'll do our part to make that look more natural, and then we'll be pretty much done with the install. So fast, so quick. Okay, so I blended all my curls. Now I just want to make my part look more natural. I'm gonna do this real fast, real quick. So I have my soft focus powder by Black Radiance, of course, and here I just want to go across here, and we just gonna, even though this part ain't showing, just in case we got a little fan at that photo shoot, we want to cover that up. And then that part, that's where my two closures connect. It's weird, it don't always go down. That's why, you know, if you can buy a frontal, buy a frontal. But I was trying to save some money, so I just ended up buying 3 really affordable closures. But that is step 1. So once you do that, now you see how our part is really dark, you really can't see it. We want to now make our part look more natural. Use a flat rounded brush my e.l.f. concealer. Now this is because I have not plucked, I have not bleached. There is none of that going on with this wig. So we are just going to start. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to clean it up in just a second. We just need to create our desired part. So just draw that. How far we want to go back with it this time. I think that's a long enough part. Okay. Well, once we have our part decided on, step 2 is we're gonna take our finger and we're first gonna blend out here. Sometimes we need a flatter brush just to blend that out a little more, just so. That is a little less noticeable, which I'm about to put on makeup anyway, so I'll have time to blend that a little bit more. Now, just because if our part isn't perfect, we go in with my, where is my palette? This is my go-to palette. She beat up. It's my Ray Ray palette. But whatever black eyeshadow you have will work amazing. It does not matter. And we're just gonna use a black eyeshadow and clean it up. So you just, if you got it on the hair, this is your opportunity to clean that up, make it look more apart. You can also put the comb there and use a black spray, but I was trying to use stuff that I already had here at home to do my wig, so I'm not buying nothing. But this is like my last step in my wig process, and this is how I get my wigs to look as natural as possible and fool all my non-POC co-workers that, you know, this might be my hair even though I have locks. But thank you so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Bria Valentine content. And I love you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll try to put what brand of hair this is, but I just know I bought deep curl hair, and then I tried to get a deep curl or deep wave closure. Something that you could put heat on is what I bought. But this is how I install my wig. Love it, love it, love it. I have to get ready for this photo shoot, but I will see you guys next week.